fighting again kaya this year again, Manny? Everyone's asking.
This year, mga December.
Talaga? Sa US ulit?
I am so happy. I am so happy and pleasantly surprised. Before we talk about everything we're going to talk about in this video, talking about Terrence Bud Crawford, people saying that he gained 20 pounds of muscle. Somebody jumped in my live stream saying that boy Jive. Y'all boy Jive, and we're going to talk about that. Manny Pacquiao when he's fighting again. But I just saw this on Ring Magazine's X, and there's a reason why I brought this stuff out. They said this is just incredible because, like I said, I've been wanting this stuff since the beginning of my channel, and I want boxing to be the #1 sport in the world again, and I think this helps. They said Topps has announced that they will be producing boxing trading cards for the first time in 74 years, featuring an array of legends, rookies, and stars of the sport. Topps Chrome Boxing is the first set of boxing trading cards in history to be officially licensed by multiple boxing promoters, including Top Rank, Matchroom, Golden Boy, and Most Valuable Promotions. My goodness, listen, I brought this stuff out because I've just been telling, since the very beginning, I've been saying we need trading cards back, boxing, video games, all those things to make boxing great again, the #1 sport in the world. I still have boxes of KO trading cards, of boxing cards. I have 2 of them. All these cards, man, I used to collect these things, all these boxing cards, a box full of these boxing cards. I have a Jack Dempsey graded boxing card. This is because I'm a collector, especially of boxing. Joe Louis boxing card. This is in a protective case. I have Clarissa Shields, right? Her and her Olympic jersey that's cut out. That's a part of this. I mean, just very good stuff that you guys can collect. You guys know this channel. I've been pushing and for memorabilia to be, given out to you guys as giveaways. All this stuff to push the sport of boxing. I have never been so happy in my life when it comes to where boxing is headed. I'm telling you, boxing is the best sport in the world right now. But where it's heading, dude, are people going to catch up and know and that boxing is the best sport and it's going to be the #1 sport in the world again. Now, I do want to show you guys this. Let's talk about Terrence Bud Crawford. Terrence Bud Crawford, before I talk about, how he's looking out here. Oh, wait a minute. I think I just have something new. Let me see. Wow. They just released, this is new. Victor Conte just released another VADA report, test result for Terrence Bud Crawford, dated August 6, 2025, collection date July 26, 2025, results negative. Terrence Crawford is clean. Let's move forward to what he said about the war room. This here he posted, and he said in response to what I said on my X, he said ShowBizz has dug out the clarification needed in regards to the typo on the Terrence Crawford negative result laboratory report. This simple clerical error caused a lot of confusion and suspicion that desperately needed to be corrected. Now boxing has the receipt to prove that Terrence has tested negative for all prohibited substances. Props to ShowBizz for his relentless pursuit of the truth. The truth. And that's from Victor Conte. So for everybody, for some reason, mad at the War Room for clearing this up with Terrence Bud Crawford, what I wanted was to erase any suspicion or any questions leading up to his big fight, one of the biggest fights in boxing history, him versus Saul Canelo Alvarez, September 13th. And, with that typo, people are going to have questions. Victor Conte worked very hard with the War Room to get everything corrected from VADA, and you guys saw the correction. I think Terrence Crawford actually got tested again. And at this point, Terrence Crawford is the most tested fighter I've seen. At this point, this guy got tested June 13th with July 7th and July 12th. I mean, shit. And now he got tested again. The latest report, I'm sorry, I know I just read it, but I just want to see it again. It says July 26th. I mean, this guy has now been tested about damn 4 or 5 times in 2 months, okay? I think the suspicion of Terrence Bud Crawford being a dirty fighter or anything like he's not popping dirty and he's being tested a lot. So I think now it's time to really drop all suspicion. If you have suspicion now, then at this point you just have a motive and a narrative. Now, as far as Saul Canelo Alvarez, you know, it's up to the promoter to release VADA testing for Saul Canelo Alvarez. They don't have to, all right? But shit, now I think they should. It just feels like pressure now with all of Terrence Bud Crawford's VADA results being released. But if Saul Canelo Alvarez, if he would have popped or anything, that would have definitely been released by VADA. It wouldn't even, so if he popped, VADA would release it. So obviously he didn't pop. But has he been tested? Has he been tested as many times as Terrence Bud Crawford? Right now, VADA's leaning on Terrence Bud Crawford. So that is something else. I want to talk about the whole 20 pounds. I just looked at Terrence Crawford's latest video. Terrence Crawford, 20 pounds of muscle, my ass. Terrence Crawford looks thin as shit. And I knew that was going to happen because Terrence Crawford's metabolism and his frame, what his frame can produce. You got him walking around maybe close to 180 or something like that. But as he works out, his body's going to do what it does. It's going to get lean. All right. And I think it benefits Terrence Crawford. Actually, we don't want him stepping in the ring, blowing up to 180. I think it just hinders him. If he gets on the scale and he barely makes 168, that's probably best, to be honest, right? When Floyd Mayweather was fighting at 154, he never weighed in at 154. He weighed in at what was most comfortable for him because 154 is the limit. 168 is the limit. You can come in 120 if you want. You just can't weigh over the limit, right? People think when they say 168, you got to be around 168. Shit, you could be 115 fighting somebody at 168 if you want. Terrence Bud Crawford, if he gets on the scale and he doesn't weigh quite 168, I think it's actually for his benefit. And I remember Derrick James was saying that about Jermell Charlo. Don't try to come in humongous. Jermell Charlo was trying to show how big he was, how much bigger he was than Canelo. And I just don't think it benefited Jermell Charlo. And I don't think it would benefit Terrence Crawford to be all big and bulky. I think what he has going for him comes with him being smaller, actually. People talk about his speed, talking about his foot speed, hand speed, talking about all those things, his reflexes and all those things. That comes from what we seen of him from 147 South, all right? So I think Terrence Crawford looking lean, how he looks right now, makes sense. And I think all that bulky shit, I think the camera angles made him look a little bit more bulky and stuff like that, but I think he didn't really dig. He hasn't started digging into his training camp like he is now. And the deeper he gets into his training camp, the more I think slim he's going to look. But I don't think he has to get into no real diet type of regimen. I think he's going to do like what Floyd Mayweather did when he was fighting at 154 and just eat what he feels comfortable eating, right? And work, and wherever his body, where it falls is where it's going to be at. And I think that's the appropriate thing rather than just bulking up. So the whole 20-pound shit is bull jive. Now y'all bull jiving. Now, let's talk about Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is saying that he'll be fighting again in December.
Will you be fighting again kaya this year again, Manny? Everyone's asking.
This year, mga December.
Talaga? Sa US ulit?
Bruh, and I think it's going to be Gervonta Tank Davis. Hey, listen, I'm not bull jiving. I think it's going to be Gervonta Tank Davis, man. I do, and I think it'll be a big fight. I do. Maybe it'll be a catch weight at 145, and I think that benefits Tank as far as I'm just saying why I'm pushing for Tank to go up to fight Manny Pacquiao. I just think it'll be a big fight. Manny Pacquiao looked great against Mario Barrios. I think it could be a pass on the torch type thing, and I think it can have Gervonta fight north of 135, and you know, as he grow older, I think with his punching power, I think it opens up more big fights. To have him stick at 135 waiting for Inoue to come up, I don't think Inoue would ever get up there. If he does, he wouldn't be the best Inoue. I think Gervonta has a better chance of being the best Gervonta. He dropped Mario Barrios, and he beat him. He knocked him out. He dropped him a few times before he knocked him out, before he stopped him. I think Tank Davis can have this rematch with Lamont Roach at 140. Lamont Roach looks like he ain't getting no smaller. So I think they can probably do their thing there. And there's more possible fights that we really like up there. You know, I like to see him against Teofimo Lopez and shit like that. So, I mean, listen, man, I think whatever going on with Gervonta Tank Davis outside of the ring, I think it should probably be resolved by December. That'll be a big fight. You can run it back with Lamont Roach after that or whatever. And I just want to see him north of 135. But I know we're all looking for that Shakur Stevenson fight at 135. And I think Tank can, I don't think that put him outside of him fighting Shakur Stevenson. I think he can. Lamont Roach did it, right? Jumped up, fought Tank, still holding the belt. I think he can do that. Fight Shakur Stevenson at 135 or have him at a catch weight at 137 or something like that. I think they can. I think him fighting north of 135 open up more big fights all the way around for Gervonta Tank Davis. But let me know how you feel in the comments below. I'm excited about the whole Topps Chrome boxing card thing. That really just was great to hear today. And I'm very excited about Terrence Bud Crawford being the appropriate weight, I think. Hold on, this is the Norton virus shit. Being the appropriate weight, and it looked like he's being tested more than anybody I've ever seen in 2 months. And now I think it would be great if Canelo Alvarez's team were to post a vital report. Because shit, come on, man. Now people starting to look at Canelo like, hey, brother, especially with all the people who've popped from Eddie Reynoso's camp. But yeah, I like the way he's looking lean, and I was worried about him getting too bulky. And as far as Manny Pacquiao come back in December, listen, man, I think it's a no-brainer to have him fight Gervonta for a big major fight. But let me know how you feel in the comments below. I'm out.